Okay. So like till today's class, like can you just tell me like from the last class, do you have any doubt before starting today's class? Do you have any doubt? Samsad, Adil, Atif, those who have joined, Sabah, Afsa, any doubt till now? Go ahead. Do you have any questions? Anyone? Speak, guys. Anyone has any doubt?
All well.
No,
Yeah, go ahead. One by
no.
one.
I think everyone is good with last class understanding, Shai. Let's move forward. You can share your screen and start with today's session.
Yeah, we'll start. I think Samsad is telling something. Samsad? Samsad, Adil, I think. Yeah, go ahead, Samsad.
Nothing said.
Okay,
No,
nothing.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
all
you.
well.
I think we are good. Okay, we'll start our today's session. Okay, so let me know once you're able to see my screen. Are you all able to see my screen?
I can see your screen, Shai.
Yes, yes.
Everyone? Okay. So till now we have covered all these things. So okay, so we will be directly moving to the today's class concept. So is like we have covered client server, all these things. You don't have any doubt. The HTTP request we are like we have seen in practical get post put. Okay, how it is working, how we are creating, how we are updating. Okay, all these things you have seen. And you also know very well what is the difference between URL, URI, and URN endpoint, because most of the time you will get the endpoint only, because I have told you that the protocol, that is HTTPS or HTTP, whatever it will be, and the host name, that is the domain name, what we can not the domain name, the host name, like flipkart.com, facebook.com, gmail.com, whatever it can be. Okay, so it will be common. So they don't provide they will just provide somewhere that is the host name is this, and most of the time you will be only getting the endpoint, like after moving to Flipkart, at what module you are going to work, what module Faizan is going to work, what module Sadiq is going to work, what module Samsad is going to work. In this way, they will be just giving you the endpoint, and you need to work on that particular endpoint. And they will also give you the like description. This endpoint will work in this way. Okay, the basic description it will be there, and you need to just go through. Okay, you know the payload, like where we send the we have the request body. Okay, sometimes we need the request body, and we receive the response body as well every time. Okay, JSON, you know, like how JSON is working, how JSON like different data type, how to find the JSON path. Okay, then we have gone through Postman. So Postman was nothing, it's just a tool, API testing tool. Okay, then we are then we have gone through like what is workspace. Okay, so in Postman, workspace is nothing which maintain the file and the like what are the test cases or the script we stored there only within a workspace. Okay, then we have gone through like how to create workspace, how to delete a workspace, we have seen all these things. Then we have like created the collection. So collection are created within the workspace. Okay, and we can create n number of collections. Okay, it's not like that we will creating only one collection. So collection is means like basically if you just think practically, uh, if you're working for a sub module or if you're working for a particular module, like we have different module. Okay, so if you take an example of a website contain n number of modules, like it has a login module, it has a home page module, it has a context page, it has like about us, it has services, lots of different pages, and these pages also contain different sub modules. So in this way there can be n number of collection. Whatever the module you are going to work, you can create n number of module. Okay, and sorry, n number of collection. So in collection is nothing, is just a collection of request. Okay, so we have also seen like how to create a collection, what are the after creating a collection what we can perform, like we can create a duplicate collection of it, we can rename it, we can delete it, we can export, everything we can perform directly from there. All these things we have covered in the last class. And we have seen like while passing the value, we have seen like request and response, what is request body, what is response body, when we are going to use request body, when and every time we will get a response, it's compulsory from the server. Okay, then we have seen like how to write the test cases. This is the most important thing. They will be providing you the basic details. Okay, and from that basic details you need to create your own test cases like we do in the manual testing. Okay, the test case id, the request type, the url, or you can say the only the endpoint you can write. Okay, then we have the request body, what kind of request body we are going to send, what will be the response when you just hit the send button, then what will be the status code. All these basic important like columns you will be needing in your test case. Okay, then we have like gone through like how to make a get request, post request, put and delete. These are the four important method, because in the industry I'm telling you only these four you will be going to use, not even patch. Patch is a rare case you will be getting, because whatever patch does, it is already done by put. So put is like the superset. If put is able to do all these things, there is no need of patch. But we have a concept, because in while giving the interview, you will be just facing this question, what is the difference between put and patch. So I have given you a clear understanding on these differences. Okay, moving next. Okay, so we have also seen like for get request, we don't need any request body, correct? Because we are just uh, clicking, like we are just giving the url and want data from the server, so there is no need of passing any body. Okay, but in post it means you are creating something. So for creating something, or to just enter add something in the database, you will be needing like what will be the first name, last name, or any kind of thing. It's not about only first name, last name, it can be anything. Like if you want to register for a particular website, they have different uh, like fields. So those field will be there accordingly, and you just need to make a hit once you add the body, because here all those things will be added in the server or in the database. Okay, so for post also you need this body and request body. For put also you need a request body, because put means you need to update something. So what you are going to update, you should be defining in where, in the body. Okay, so that's called request body, because you are passing that body at request time, it means a request body. In delete we don't require the request body, correct? Because you just give the url, I want to delete this particular resource or element, and you do no need to pass anything in the request body, because there is no condition there. Okay, then you will be just clicking on the send and it will be deleting. Okay, then we have gone through like what are the http status record. Like http status record, I have told you these three are the most important one. 200 belongs to success message. Okay, whatever different type of success it can be, but 200 means the successful message. 400, I have told you that it belongs to client server, oh sorry, client error. Okay, so 400 means the client error. What kind of the error it can be, it will be belonging to client only, related to client. Okay, I have given you the sorry, even I have given you the examples also. Like it can be a bad request, it can be unauthorized. I have told you, because in some of the user id password, if you want to log in using your credential, then that time you need a kind of otp. Okay, and suppose you are doing something in the api also, you are just passing the login user id and password, but you are not giving the credential. Okay, we have also this thing in this here also. So that time it's your fault. Okay, because that time it become your fault from the client side, that you missed to send the OTP or the token, we can say different type of authentication, you missed it, so it will give unauthorized. Okay, different type of conflict you will find not found if you're sending something, okay, which is not available. Okay, those type of things are not found. All these kinds of things you will be able to, like you are searching for a data, you are searching to delete a something data which is not available, then not found you will get. And 500, I have told you, it totally belongs to server error. Okay, it might be the server is down, it might be server is in the maintenance, it might be you're searching, your internet speed is not too good to just reach to the server. Okay, so at the end it will try and it will give you a network timeout or gateway timeout. Okay, this time of things you will be able to see. Okay, so I have told you, in this you just need to explore yourself one by one. I have you can see like 200, 201, 202, whatever we will be able to see in the Postman, we can understand. But if we are left with some of the code like 403, 502, you just need to Google it and just explore what it will be doing. Okay, and when it will be doing, like when we will get bad gateway. Okay, so you just need to just go through this basic status required, because in interview they might ask you like, can you just tell me like what is the status code for a conflict. So you will be saying, okay, conflict means 409 and it basically belongs to client error. Then they might again just raise question like, when you get this type of uh, like this type of error or status code, then you just need to explain, okay, while working in this way, if you do this, then you will be getting. Okay, so this you just need to explore a basic, like you should have a basic understanding when we will getting all these things. Okay, now moving next, we will be starting with run collection. Okay, so so today we will be the first we will starting with uh, how to run a collection. Okay, we have till now what we were doing till now, we have just run the only request one by one, we have run all the requests. If you just move here in the Postman, okay, so this is the Postman application. So if you see here in the day one class of the practical class, day one class, what we have covered: get, post, put, delete. Okay, these are the 4 requests we have made here, correct? So once we made here all this type of request, what we have done, we have only run the request. We have one by one we have run this get request. If you see, if you come here, this is the get. I have given the name of this request, that get user. Then we have selected the HTTP method. We have given the URL. I have told you like how we will give the URL. Okay, then we are clicking on this send button. So we are making a single, we are running a single request, correct? Any doubt till now, guys? Any doubt till now, like what we have covered and how we are doing?
No.
Hiten, any doubt till now? Saf, any doubt?
No.
Okay, Sakil.
No, bro. It's all good.
Okay, great. Okay, so whatever we have done till now, we had made a request, we have run the request. Okay, because all these are the requests. So I have given you the definition also, that collection is nothing, it is a like we can say it contains number of requests. So you can see the number of requests it contains, and this is Rigro Tech day one is a collection name. Okay, and these are the requests. Even a collection can contain a folder, we will be also seeing in upcoming classes. Okay, now if suppose you have thousands of requests, now you can see it contain only 4 requests. But suppose in while you started working from 4 requests, it become 400 requests. It might be because there can be n number of things you are going to just test. And for doing this, you can see like your collection becomes like too big. Okay, it containing now 400 test cases or request. These are the requests, correct? So that time if you are going to run all the requests one by one, okay, because like every time it's not that you have done the testing one time and it is done. You just need to cross check also. Suppose you have written around 400 requests here, you have added 400 requests, then that time what you have to do, you cannot do one by one. If it is possible, okay, go to that particular, if you want to run that particular test, very well, okay, I will be running this one. But if it is a like a situation where you have to run all the request, then if you do one by one, it will take too much of time, correct? So for that reason, we will be running directly the collection. What we will be going to do? We will be going to run the collection directly. Okay. So how to run the collection? Okay. How to run the collection? So for to run a particular collection, because you can see all of these are collection. Okay, it is my like I have done all these things. So you can see that book APIs, my collection, one employee workflow variable, all these things, whatever you can see, regro take day, all these are the collection. Suppose you want to run this collection, we have this 4 requests and we want to run 4 requests at one goes. Okay, so what I will be doing, I will be just go to this 3 dots. Okay, once you see, click on this 3 dot. Okay, you will be able to see this run collection. Are you able to see run collection option here? Everyone can see run collection here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So once you want to run the collection, it is not about now running a request, because you are directly running a collection which contain number of requests. So you will be just clicking on 3 dot. Then the next step is that you will be clicking on run collection. Once you click on run collection, you can see run order. You can see run order. So these are the order. So how it will run? The way you have created the request, it is like it is already same. Get, then you are created a post, then put, then delete. And I think I need to change this one from get to delete, because this HTTP is delete. Okay. So now you can see. So again, if I click here, 3 dots, go to run. So now you can see in the same order, first it is going to do the get, then it is going to do the post, then put, then delete. All these things it is going to do. Okay. And if you want to if you want to deselect, I don't want to perform delete. Okay. So just you can unselect this one. You will clicking here, you can just unselect. Now this time it will run get, post, put. Okay. These 3 it is going to do. Okay. 1 2 3, it was it was a collection of 4 requests, but I thought, okay, let it be, delete is not compulsory, I don't want to delete the user. So I can just deselect here. You can see it is selected. Now you can deselect. Okay, in this way. And rest it will be now same. Okay, run manually, nothing. You just need to add iteration, how many times you want to perform this one. Okay, suppose you want to perform this same thing twice, means one time get post put, then again get post put, means number of iteration, how many time it is going to run. So it let it be one, because I don't want to iterate more than one time. So if you want to iterate more than one time, you can just give 2 3, then 3 time get will run, 3 time post will run, 3 time put will run. Okay, so if you don't require, you don't give, it will be one time only. So if there is a situation somewhere where you want to run all the script twice, then you will be adding, you will be increasing the iteration to from 1 to 2. If it is like required to just run the script thrice, then you will be adding it to 3, like the way I have selected right now, 3. So there is no need of running the script more than 1. So I will be giving the iteration as 1. Then we have a delay. Delay means what? It there might be some delay in running between get and post and put, means in between get, post, post, put, because all these requests, these 3 requests, because it contains 4 requests, but I have deselected the delete, so it contains now 3 requests. So in this 3 requests, in between these 3 requests, there might be some delay due to some our connection, network issue connection, there might be some load issue, it might be, there can be a several issue at backend, at our side, anything. So for that reason, that let it be get take this much of time, then post will take this much of time, then put will take this much of time. Okay, so that there will be a time delay time, so that it can perform it within that particular time, then it will be moving to post, then it will be moving to put. So as per our convenience, like we can give like in millisecond, it is like it will not take too much time, even though let's give 5 millisecond. Okay, so just 5 millisecond we have given the delay time in between each of the request. Okay, now there is no need of selecting data. Okay, all this come this is the thing also we will be going to doing like in upcoming classes, when we are going to perform data driven from external file, when we will take the data from the external file, when we will be taking the data, then we will be using this data. Okay, so right now we don't need anything, we have given the iteration, how many time it is going to run, we have given the delay time in between each of the request. Now we will just directly click on. So now you can see it is giving run and the collection name, and this is my collection name. So once we click here, now you can see, now you can see what, see, are you able to see one iteration? It is showing that it is only one iteration. Okay, one iteration, the duration, how much time it took. Okay, everything you will be able to see here. You can see the summary. Okay, here is the summary. If you click here, you have the view. Now what you can see, this is get, correct? If you click here, see, it is get. Once you click here, come here, you can see it is clickable. Once you click here, it will provide you like what you want to check. Okay, if you want to check the URL, you can just click here. Okay, this is the URL. If you want to check the header, you can check the header from here. Want to check the request body, there is no request body because it is a get request. If you want to check the response header, there is nothing here. If you want to check the response body, there is nothing logged. Okay, now you can see the status code here. Okay, you can see the status code 200, everything you can be able to see here. Now we have the post to add. You can also click here, you can go through each of these, like whatever you want to check. Request body, now you can see if we pass in post, we have sent the request body. Okay, we have this one, everything you can see here. Okay, now it is giving that 201. I have told you whenever you will be creating a new post, it will give 201, it is created. Now we have update. In update, you can see the URL, everything you can see here. Okay, you can see the body, and you are getting a bad request. Why you are getting a bad request? Now can anyone tell me by seeing this one? Anyone can try. Why put is giving a bad request? And bad request with 400. 400 means what kind of error it is? 400 belongs to what kind of error?
Client error.
Client error.
Client error. It means we have done something wrong, correct? Now
Yes.
you have to correlate, because if you work in industry, you should know, like if we are getting 400, it does not mean it belongs to successful, it does not belongs to server, then it belongs to client, means from our side. Okay, so why it is giving a bad request? What mistake we have done? Can anyone just note it down? What mistake we have done? It is in front of you right now only, the error is. Anyone? Tariq, can you try? What is the error here? Why you are getting a bad request?
I think it is in text form.
Correct. Now you can see the request body is in a text form. Correct? The request body in a text form, but it should be in the JSON. If you just go and check for put, just check for put. What we have done, put means to update something, and this required a body, means what field you are going to update. You need to pass in the request body, that is payload. So you come here, click on raw, and then you select JSON, and it is JSON is selected. Correct? JSON is selected, but it is a JSON. Sahid colon is a JSON.
No.
Is this a JSON? No. JSON means you need to give this. Sorry. You need to give curly braces, and in between curly braces, you need to pass this, whatever the fields we have related to that only, or it will be provided. Okay. So suppose now I am going to change to this one only. Okay. Job is job only. Okay. And name will be Sahid. Okay. Aftab Shahid. Okay. Now if I will save this one, now I should not get that kind of error. Correct? Correct, Sarik? Now it is a JSON, and we are giving the value as JSON to update job to job. Correct? So now again, if you run, go and this one, click on run collection. Then again you will be seeing the order. So again, let's suppose I don't want to get this one. Okay, and this time I don't want to get. Okay, I will be doing this. Okay. So if delete means what? If that particular thing will be there, it is going to delete, and if it is not going, if it is not available, then it will give some other kind of status code. So now what I am going to perform this time, I don't want to perform get, I want to perform post, put, delete. So again, iteration, let it be 1. Okay. Then delay time you can give 3, anything. Okay. And you will be clicking here, run Regrotech, this one collection name. Now see. Now are you able to see again? Get is not there. You are running only this 3. Post, put, delete. Post is done properly. You can see post is done properly, and it is giving 201 created. Okay. Then you have put. Put is also okay. Means this time it is fine. Okay. See the request body this time. Whatever we have sent. Aftab, Sahid, and job becomes job. Whatever it will be. Okay. And delete 204 means no content. It is deleted properly. Once it is deleted properly, it means no content. Correct? So this way you are going to see the result. You can see the summary result as well here. Okay. In the like overall, you can see, if you want to see, you can see here. You have one more option, that suppose you want to run the collection again directly. Okay. So you can just click on run again. So if you click on run again, it will again run the same collection. See, again it run the collection, same, it created 200, and again no content, means it is able to delete. Then only you get 204. If something is there, you deleted, there is nothing, no content. Okay. And you have here a console also. Console means, console also, it will just, it console is a like when you write a code, if there are some non-technical person, they might not be understanding what is console. So a console is also a kind of like we can say a display message box. Okay. Display message box where you can see like whatever the things you have done. Okay, what are the things you are going to print, what are the things you are getting as a result, all these things you are able to see here. So now you can see you have performed all these things till now. Okay, you can see you have performed. So right now you can see post, put, delete, and before that post, put, delete, again we have like we have run again. So it is again see post, put, delete. Then you can see that time we have run without delete. So get, post, put, there is no delete. So you can cross check also, you can just go through each and everything. Okay, one by one. So it is just a console where you can just go and figure it out, what are the things happen. Okay, what is the response, what is the header, all these things you can just come here and check as well. It is not that you cannot check there, you can just come at console also and you can just check, and you have this one. Okay, all the logs, or you can just click clear, the console will get like clean. You can just cross this one and you can just cross check all the things here also. Okay, so we have now the concept of how to run a collection. Now tell me, anyone, any doubt till now? Atif, any doubt?
No.
No, bhai.
Hiten, are you able to understand all these things, how it is working, why we have introduced run collection? Afsa, any doubt till now? Sabah? Because we will be just moving to our next concept, which is very, very important point in validation. Now we will be starting doing the validation. We have done the validation by seeing the things, like we are checking by our eyes that whether it is 200, whether this is the updated, we are seeing the response body, whatever we are seeing, that whatever we can see in the display, we are doing that one. Okay, so now we have to move to some like important things for validating our different kind of things we are going to validate in API testing. Are you ready for that one? Shall we move?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So before moving, there is a basic thing you need to understand. Okay. So now the thing is that you know very well how to perform different requests in the API. You also know like what is the status code, what is header and all. We will be just going through. Okay. So you know very well how to perform. So now before moving to, so I am telling you, okay, now the thing is that I will be telling you the most important thing, that is how we are going to validate all those things in the API. So API, what? API means, you know, that it will be doing all the things like connection between two application. But what is the thing that Postman? Now if you move to Postman, so Postman support a language, that is JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript is only language supported by Postman. Okay, now we are going to do validation. So validation in term of technical thing, we are going to say the technical term, that is assertion. Okay, assertion we are going to tell as validation. If you heard about any time like what is assertion, then that is equals to validation. Okay, means you are going to if you are telling like you have to
We are going
perform,
to verify result.
yeah, so it kind of validation. Okay, so first you need to understand assertion means you need to validate something. Okay, then second thing is that Postman is going to support only JavaScript. So you should know at least basic, means I will be saying only 1% of JavaScript. Okay, 1% of JavaScript you should know. Okay, and then in the same way it uses a framework that is known as Chai framework. Chai framework. Okay,
What?
now
Chai.
Chai, CHAI. Okay, it is a name of a framework. Okay, like we have Cucumber. Okay, in this same way we have TestNG framework, we have Cucumber framework, we have data driven. In the same way it work with Chai framework. Okay, now all these things let it be. Now we have to understand basic JavaScript. I know there might be some guys who do not know even any language. Okay, so they are new to it. I will be just giving you a basic understanding how you are going to understand JavaScript. Like two important thing you need to learn, that is variable and one is function. Okay, variable and function. Only basic, I'm telling you, only 1%. So let me just open this one, notepad, and I will just give you a basic understanding. So suppose are you able to see? I think let me increase the font size. Okay, as we will, the first thing we need to understand, like variables. So variable is what? Variable is something, okay, whose value can be changed. Correct? Variable is something whose value can be changed. Okay. Suppose if I say we have a cupboard in our home. Correct? We have a cupboard. We have almirah. Correct? In our home. What it do? What it do? It contain number of cloth, number of socks, anything it can be, number of dresses, whatever it is, it contains. So what? It is just where you just give something, okay, and it can be changed. Like you have like first you have 100 of clothes. Correct? Now you have removed many of them, like it's now too old, so you have removed 20 of the clothes, so now it will be becoming 80. So variable is like that, which can be changed anytime. Okay, so variable is nothing whose value can be changed. Okay, so how we write variable in JavaScript. Okay, so first you need to understand how we can store a variable or how we can write a variable. It's just a simple thing, you just need to understand and nothing else. So to writing or storing a variable in JavaScript, it's very simple. Every time this where is a keyword. Okay, where is a keyword, or we can say where is will be the word you will be using every time. If you don't understand what is keyword, let it be, but where is a word we will be using every time when you are storing a variable or when you are declaring a variable. Okay, so where means variable only, so in the short form we write where. Okay, then what we can do, we can give any name. Okay, suppose where sum. Okay, and sum I am giving like a variable name, sum. Okay, it can be anything, sum, subtract, multiplication, addition, anything, whatever the name you feel like you can give. It is not a compulsory one, but where is compulsory. Okay, where is compulsory. You give where means variable, then you can give any name. Okay, then you give equals to like 5 plus 15, and you give this one. Now can anyone tell me what is the value of sum according to JavaScript? What is the value of sum? Sabah, what is the value of sum right now?
20.
20. Correct? Now suppose I have changed this one to this one. Now what will be the value of sum?
16.
16. So now you can see variable is something we can change anytime, or it is getting changed anytime. So in this way we are going to store the variable. So you just need to understand, to store a variable or to define a variable in JavaScript, we will be using a term that is where. Okay, where every time you can use. We have different thing also, let const, but let it be, we will be following only one thing, where. And you need to just give the variable name, means what kind of name you can give. Like sum means you are doing a sum, if you are subtracting then you can give a subtract, if you are multiplying then you can give multiply. As per your convenience, as per your situation, you will be defining the name. Okay, okay, suppose here if you want to give name, What you can give? You can just give Shahid, Aftab. Okay. So once you are using a variable, okay, so variable will automatically understanding that what kind of thing it will be. It will be storing like in Java. Okay, for those guys who have worked on Java, in Java, what was the concept? That for Java, if you're using int, then you have to define the data type as int. If you're using Boolean, then you need to define the data type as Boolean. If you're using string, then you need to define the data type as string. Okay, so for those guys, now you can see in JavaScript, it's very easy. JavaScript, if you just give var, okay, it will automatically understand whatever the value you will give. Like now you have given string value, there is no need of defining a string, it will automatically convert it. Okay, it will automatically,
Right.
yeah,
That means it will automatically change the data type internally.
yeah, in it is the it is the advanced, like we can say advanced function of JavaScript. There is no need, you just define where it will understand what kind of value you can store, any kind of value it can store. There is no need of giving the data type, means what kind of data you are going to store, whether it's a date time, whether it's a gender, whether it's a boolean, whether it's a byte, short, int, long, float, it will automatically do that. Okay, automatically it will convert. So you just need to remember one thing, that is you will be using var, it is a compulsory part. Then you just need to give any data name according to your like situation, whatever it will be, you can just give. It is not like that if you will be giving name only, you can give anything, and whatever the value you want to store, you will be doing it here. Okay,
So can we
any,
define Boolean here?
yeah, we can define boolean as well. All these things we can define here only,
How
there
can
is
we
no,
write it?
yeah,
How can we write it?
how we can write it
Yes.
here only, just like false, like anything, like suppose var bool equal to false. Okay, so nothing else, it is like every time var will be there, no other data type you can use. Var means variable, it will understand, okay, and whatever you want to give, it will take it like that only. Okay, any doubt till now, like how we write the variable, or how we define a variable? Any doubt?
No.
Okay, now one more thing, and this is the last thing you need to understand, that is function. Okay, so function means, I can say those from the non-technical technical guys, those who don't understand what is function, I will just give you a simple thing, that function is something which perform a work. Okay, function is something which do something. Something means, if there is something like, what is function? Like in your home, if you have a switchboard, you have switchboard, when you enter, you click on a particular switch to on a fan, it is a function. So that particular switch will work for that fan only, correct? Then you have again you have different switch. So for to turn on a light, you have a different switch, you click that switch only, and it will work for that particular switch to turn on. Okay, so whatever small things we can perform, these are written under a function. Okay, so function is something which perform a work. That's all you need to understand, because all these things you are not going to face during API testing in the interview. Okay, in API testing, they are not going to ask like what is variable, what is function. It's just understanding, like when we are going to perform the validation, you will be needing all these things. So I am just explaining these two things. Variable, every time you will be able to see, and function. So function, what you have to do, function is something which perform a work. Okay, so how we declare function in JavaScript, how we do? So function, again I have telling you function is a keyword. Function is a keyword. Okay, so every time function will be fixed, you have to write function. If you write function, it means you are writing a function. That's all. Okay, if you write function, it means you are writing a function. Okay, so if you want to see here, okay, just give it like, see, suppose var title code, right? In this way you can do. We have let const also, but we are not going to learn let const. Okay, these are not required. We have only var. So in this way you just give this one var title. Now if you want to give the book name, title book name, you just give the title book name here, so it will store as a variable, is a string variable directly. Okay, so this is variable. Now we have functions. So in the same way I have told you that function is also a keyword. So you can see you have to write function whenever you are performing a function. You will be writing function. It's all like JavaScript will understand. Right now you are working on a particular function, so you give function, then you need to give the name, and this name is also not compulsory. If okay, let me just write it here for you. Like suppose same sum. Okay, and inside this whatever you want to do, okay, whatever you want to do, you can just give a comma b. Okay, and you have to give curly braces. You have to give curly braces, and inside this curly braces you have to write the function what you want to perform here. Okay, what you want to perform. So suppose I want to perform where sum, okay, equals to a plus b, or if I, instead of a plus b, if I give 5 plus 15. Okay, so it's better to give you the directly value so that you will be also able to understand. No need of going in so depth concept. Okay, so what you can see, so once you have defined function, it means you are writing a function. Then you have given the function name, and it is not compulsory that you will be giving the function name every time. Okay, function name will be only required when you want to store the value of that one. Okay, suppose from a function you got something. From a function you are getting a sum. Okay, suppose you in the calculator you click 5 plus 15, then you got as a result 20. Correct, you got a value 20. So if you want to store that value, or if you want to use that value somewhere else, then only you will be that's giving the function name. Otherwise there is no need of giving the function name. If you don't required anywhere apart from that result, then you can just skip this function name as well. So if, okay, so right now I want to use somewhere the value.
Shahid, just
Yeah,
not to confuse everyone, can you just change
yeah,
the variable name? It is same as the function name. So just change the variable name, please.
okay. Oh, sorry. Now you can see, means this will be the function name sum. So what you are passing, that two value I want to sum, that is here. Okay, this one 5 and 15. So you are just giving a variable name. I have told you that if you want to store a variable or define a variable, where will be a compulsory part, and you can just give a variable name, anything, add, subtract, as per your convenience. Now you are giving that value 5 plus 15, so it will give a result as 20. So if you want to return, or if you want to use somewhere, then it's compulsory to use the name. And if you don't want to use this 20 somewhere else, then there is no need also. The function, if you don't write sum as well, it will work for you, because whatever it will do, you will able to see the result. Like this will be the output here, it will be the output as 20, and you don't want to do anything. I have seen the output, it's fine. But if you want to use, if you want to use this 20 somewhere else, then you have to return. Then you have to return. Okay, then you have to return. Return means you have stored this one and you want to return to somewhere else, okay, to somewhere else you want to use, then you can use this one. Okay, so there is no need of going in so depth like what is return, how all these things. I'm just telling you because it is not required in API testing. Just you need to require the understanding of variable, how we can store a variable or how we can define a variable and how we write a function. That's all. Till now, any doubt? Guys, any doubt till now?
No.
Like, I know there are some non-technical person as well. For them, like I'm telling you, what is variable? Again, I'm telling you, just a value which can be changed. Okay, that's a variable. And function means to perform small tasks and nothing else. It will perform small things, nothing else. So here, two keyword you need to understand, that is where. The second keyword is that function. Once you write function, it means you are writing a small piece of work and that will give a value or whatever it will give. Okay, so these two things you need to understand, because next what we are going to do is the validation, and this will be required. I know this is a little bit difficult for like non-technical. I think those who know Java, they will be able to understand, but for non-technical it will be a difficult. So you can just ping me anytime for this thing, we can connect personally and we can just resolve this issue, what is like variable, again what is function, so that like in the upcoming classes you will be all also in the same place where they all stand. So these two things you need to understand properly. Okay, now moving next. So now we have the concept of this one, JavaScript variable and function. Okay, it, you know this one very well. Now we have this one. So we have response validation that I was telling you. Now whatever we have done the validation, okay, we have done with our eyes only, that okay, we are going to see, okay, 200, okay, fine, okay, header and all I will just show you like where it is. Response time, I have told you like how much time it is taking. Response body, whatever we have done the validation, we have done by our eyes only. But suppose there are thousands of requests, and every time you just need to run a request and check one by one the status code, the header, the cookies, the response time, the response body. It will be a difficult task, correct, to just check for each and every, like if you have thousands of requests, then you need to go through thousands of requests one by one and to check the status code, to check particular response time, to check particular body. And I am telling you, the script is not like one or two line, or the response body might not be in one or two line, then that time it will become too difficult. So for that we are using this one. Okay, that is JavaScript, as JavaScript is supported by Postman. Okay, so the thing is that we will be using this variable and function concept to just reduce the time, and whatever the things we are doing with the eyes, it will be doing by a basic code. Okay, basic code. Okay, now so first what we are going to do, first we are going to see how we are going to validate the status code. Till now what we are doing, if what we are doing till now, we are doing what, we are just suppose we are just going to the this get, in this get we are just adding this URL, taking the HTTP request as get, then we are clicking, and then what we are doing, okay, by eyes only we are seeing, okay, it's a 200, fine. So this is only one request, so it okay, okay, this is 200, fine, the okay you get, okay. And these are the response body. In the response body I have got all the details, okay, from ID number 7, 6, 9, all these are available. Okay, fine. You can see you have cookies. I was telling about cookies and header. So in header also we have different things to just see, like header gives key and value also in the same way. So date, what time and date it got like created, or it is we got the response. Content type, so content type is the most important you are going to validate what is the content type. Okay, all these things, but we are not going to validate all these things. If it is necessary, it will be added, like the value will be the key will be this and the value will be this, and this need to be, you just need to write the code accordingly, but there is no need. Okay, you can see here the most important thing mostly you are going to just validate is the content type. So I will be just giving you the idea how we are going to do, and rest you can just add on. So we have done using our eyes only, but now if what if we want to perform all these things using our code, a small basic code, because now we know JavaScript, correct? And Postman also support Postman library, means there are some library means which have predefined functions. Okay, and I have told you function is what which can perform small work, correct? So suppose I have told you, right, first what we are going to do, first we are going to validate the status code validation. Okay, so these you can see, first one, second one, and third. I have written three here. Okay, basic code, like in this way we are going to write the code, and I am telling you I will make it very simple. Okay, and you just
Guys,
need to practice. Yeah, go ahead.
in status code validation, that pm.test pm is a reference variable.
I will just explain each and everything. I will just explain, just hold on.
Okay.
Okay, now we have this pm. Okay, so I'm just giving you like these are, in this way we are going to write the code. Okay, means you can see this is the function, you can see this is the function, we are going to perform all these things. Okay, now what we are going to do is I will be just validating the status code for you. Now you just need to look, and I will be explaining each and every line. Okay, and make the things very simple for you. Now suppose where we stand right now, we are at this one, get, correct? We have selected this get. Okay, so in get what we have done first, the first thing what we need to do, first we need to just give any request name. Okay, then we select this drop down accordingly. So this is get. So
Shahid, instead, can we create a new one?
yeah, sure, we can.
Yeah, please go ahead and create a new one so that we can have a understanding from scratch.
Okay, so it's better to take a new API. So let me just create a new collection. So again, I'm creating a new collection. So this time, Regrotech day 2. Okay. Inside day 2, we will be creating, adding a request, correct? Adding a new request. So now we have day 2 and now adding a new request. So now today I have like going through some new API. Okay, now today I'm using this API. The last day we have used this one. So in internet we have different fake APIs available. Okay, so I will be sharing this link as well to you all. Play Control C. Right now only in the group I am sharing this, so you can use. Okay, so now you can see like we have again, we have dummies API. Okay, so what we can do, like suppose it is given like this is the basic information I have told you every time you will be having. So you can see that this is the route, means it is the end point. Okay, again this is the end point. Then you have what are the different method, type is JSON. Okay, full route means the URL, you can see the full URL. Okay, then the description, what will happen with this URL, get all employee data, correct? Then you can see the details as well if you want to explore more. Suppose I want to take this one, so Control A, Control C. Now we will be moving to this one. So I will be just again giving get underscore emp employees. Correct? I have given the name according to our just URL. Okay, now it is get only. It is already told that it will be a get. Now I will be just pasting here the URL. Okay, we have pasted the URL. Now you can see HTTP is what? It is a protocol. Then dummy.restapi example.com is the host name. Okay, and this will be common throughout because every time we will be using this API, then dummy.rest API. So this is the common host name, and then API VI employee. It is the endpoint. Okay, or if API or VI is also common, then till here you can say it is the employee. From employee you can say, but there is no need. You just need to understand that this API VI and employee, this become like what? This is the path. Like we are coming here, then we are going to API, then we are going to VI, then it contains employees. Now what we will do? We will click on save, and then now we will not do directly send option. Now we will perform the validation. Okay, right now we'll perform the validation at our end. So to perform validation, I am telling you one thing. We need JavaScript. So kindly go through the basic of JavaScript that I have told you, that is variable and function. Only these two things, only the basic, how to write and how we what it do. That's all. So I have given you idea. Now one more point. To do the validation in Postman, we have to write the piece of code in the test. Can you see the test anywhere? It's like here. Okay, so we have body. So in body, whatever we need to pass, we pass it from body. And whatever the validation code, I'm telling you, the validation code are written inside test. Make sense or not? That if you want to validate anything, you will be just coming here and writing test in that click. Once you make a click on the test, you have to write the code here. Anyone has any doubt till now, like where we will be writing the validation code? Where will be writing the validation code?
The test, sir.
In the test. Make it clear that if you want to write it somewhere, note it down that your validation will be, all the validation will be written in that test only. Okay, validation, I'm telling you, just make that word validation will be written every time in the test. Only validation I'm telling. Okay, now so how we will be writing our first validation? So what we have told, right now we will be performing what? Status code validation. Okay, so our code will start with this one, PM. Just, I know there might be some difficulties, we are doing for the first time. Okay, but I will try my best to explain these things and make you clear with the like a story. Okay, with a like a story I am going to. So PM means what? PM means postman. Okay, PM means postman. Okay, guys, like just raise the question if you don't understand. Okay, if you have any problem, okay, in that particular point only. So PM means postman. PM will do what? PM will do what? PM, postman, do what? Test. PM means postman, do what? Do test. Okay, so you write dot test. It is a, it, I am writing a code, but you will be feeling like you are writing a story. Okay, just wait, then we will be like going through each of them. Okay, so PM do test. Okay, you are telling PM do test. Till now it's clear. Now we will be giving this one. Okay, now inside this method or inside this bracket, let's call it as bracket. So inside this bracket, test what? Okay, when you are saying postman dot test means postman perform test, then test means what kind of test? So you just need to give a description. So in the double inverted comma, you just need to give any description. Like what description I can give you right now? Like status, sorry, status code validation. So now it's clear that PM will perform test, postman will perform test, and this is what? This is just a description. What kind of test? So it will make a sense. Means we have on a heading like we are going to perform. Today we are going to write a essay on a cow. Today we are going to write a essay on a dog. Today we are going to write. So that give a description that we are going to write a essay on a particular animal. Okay. So in this way it gives a description, so it can be anything. So right now what we are going to validate status code, so I am writing status code validation. Okay, then we will come out this curly braces, sorry, it will come out with double inverted comma, then we will give comma. Okay, now we have to write the function, correct? We till now we have told postman do a test, then what kind of test description we have given, then we give comma. Now we will be writing a function because that function will perform something. So in JavaScript, how we write function? It is compulsory to write function, means function. Okay, so once you write function, okay, and give this one the function symbol, it is a function symbol. Okay, this is function symbol, the bracket I have given. Okay, and I have given you the syntax. If you able to recall this one, see function and the name, and I have told you that the name is not compulsory. If you don't want to return or if you don't want to use somewhere else, you don't need of. Okay, so in this way, if you just can recall it, suppose what is this function in the JavaScript? If you write function, means we are writing a function, we are defining a function, we are declaring a function. So we have declare a function, and inside this curly braces we write the code, the basic what it is going to perform. So if I come again in the postman, you can see what I have declare a function. Let me give spaces so that it will be clear for you. So I have defined function, it will directly understand, okay, now we have declare a function. Okay, and again we will give what curly braces after this. Okay, and press enter. Okay, now here what we will do? Now you can see we have given we have again told like it's a like if you want to understand like a story that postman do test. Okay, then what kind of test you have given the description. Now once you know this support JavaScript, so function you have to write, because function means to perform basic operation. So you have given a function, means you have declared a function. Now what you have to do? So what we can do? Now we will tell PM dot response, postman response dot to dot have dot status, sorry, dot status. What will be the status? Anyone? What will be the status for this get?
201.
201. Are you sure?
200.
200, sir.
200. So what you are saying? Now you have declared a function, and inside function you are telling postman. What will be the postman? Now I am telling in Hindi to just make sense. Okay, for everyone to understand you better, like you will be feeling like this is a story. So now postman means postman का response, postman response to have, क्या postman का response to have status what? Status 200. Okay, and we will give semicolon. Okay, so we have written our first code. Okay, so every time pm.test will
Sorry,
be, yeah,
why you have written 200 there?
tell me
200
what.
means okay. 200 means okay, but here
Yeah,
it should be 201 now because you have created something.
where I have created, can't you see like what is the HTTP here? Now tell me what is the HTTP here? What is the protocol I have selected here?
Get.
Get. So get will return what? Get status code is what?
Okay.
200.
Retrieve something or read something.
Yeah, okay, let me just save this one. Let me just save this one and move to some get one. So I think Saf, you have the doubt na. So now you see we have regrow take day one in we have get user, correct?
Okay.
When we perform this one using get user to get the user from the server and click send button, what is the status code you can see? What is the status code? Tell me.
200.
Then how come why I will not write 200?
Oh, I was confused. I didn't saw that you are using get. That's why.
Yeah, I have told you that even it's in here only. If you just see, I have selected this HTTPS get and I have given the URL and I want to get the details of the employee. And now I will not do using like our eyes. I know
So
that if
if
it is
instead of
going,
get you have selected update or matlab post you have selected, then it should be 201 na.
yeah, for post it will be 201.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Got
so
what this.
now if you want, if you just see like a postman test karo means test karo, then you give like uska kya hoga title means any description, then you write function means ek hum kuch kaam karenge, so you have to write function. Okay, then you just give okay pm का जो रिस्पॉन्स होगा क्या वो स्टेटस कोड में 200 है, तो जो हमको रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा टू हैव स्टेटस 200. ओके एंड वी हैव सेव्ड. नाउ इफ यू रन, now if you run send, what you can see, what you can see extra. Now this time what you can see in the something extra in UI means in this postman
Test results.
test result. Okay, if you don't look here also, if you don't look here also that what is the status code, like every time it is not possible to just look here, so you can just click in the test result and you can see it pass, and you can see the description that I have told you it is just a description to make sense like what it is passed, what test it got passed. Okay, so status code. Now suppose instead of 200 I like suppose by mistake you thought it is a post like saf like got confused.
Shahid, I think
Yeah,
Adil is asking something. Can you
yeah,
just check?
Adil. Yeah, Adil.
Shai sir, in request, can we pass multiple tests
Multiple test case means
like PM test dot status validation? One time we check 200 and second time we check 201 or 202.
yeah, we can just copy this one and we can write just down.
And
I will
that-
just yeah, I will just let you know all these things like how to write multiple function, multiple scenarios, all these things. So right now we will be just seeing like what happens if we just by mistake select, because we know that if you performing a get, the status code will be, because all these details will be knowing to us. So in that way we have to write the code. Okay, so now suppose it will give 200 by mistake I thought it is the post one, so I have given 201 and we will be just running this code. Then what will happen? Now what you can see, are you all can read my things like it is giving fail. First
Fail.
thing you can fail status code validation, then it is giving assertion. I have told you a term, assertion means validating something. Assertion expected response to have code. 201, but got what? It is getting 200. Expected was, my expectation was what? My expectation is that it should get 201, correct? Because I have written the code as well, that response to have status 201, because it's my expectation. But actually what we have got? 200, and this is the reason it is getting failed, because my expectation does not meet the actual one, because actual one is 200. So this is the reason it is getting failed. Any doubt till now? Anyone has any doubt till now?
No.
Okay, now we will be moving to Adil question, that how to write multiples. Okay, so suppose now we will not take too much time. Now you got all these things. Now suppose Adil, you are working new to this one, and you don't know, like, and you don't have a proper description. Suppose you don't have a proper description and you are confused, like what can be the status code. It might be 200 or 201 or 203. Any of these you can get. Okay, you don't know proper, like, what will be the actual. So suppose I am copying this one. Okay, so for multiple I will just going down and I will be adding this one. Okay, I will be adding this one. Now suppose there is a scenario where Adil don't know what will be the this one status code for get. Okay, he is confused between 200 and 201. Okay, so what he can do, then we have, again, there is one method we can write. Okay, there are several methods, you just need to explore, or it is all depend upon the situation, what kind of situation you are going to face. Okay, so these are the common one which I am telling you. Okay, so suppose you don't know the this one. Now instead of post, let it be get. Okay, now suppose you don't know the status code, you are confused between 2 or 3 of the code. Okay, it might be 200 or it might be 201. So Adil got confused. So Adil will do what? Again, he will just perform a test, because every time you need to perform a test at Postman. So again, Postman, do test. What kind of test? Successful, any description you can give, because right now you don't know. So you give successful get request. Okay, then I have told you, you have to define function. This is the keyword, so that it will understand, okay, from here you are going to do something. So you define a function. Then what it is? PM dot what? PM is expecting something. Okay, PM is expecting something. What? PM dot expect, and inside the bracket you write what? PM dot response dot code. Okay, so here it will store PM all the code, whatever it can get. Okay, expect is what? PM dot response dot code to be one off, and you are confused between what? Suppose you are confused between 200 and 201. You don't know what can be the status code for this one. So you can use this code, that PM is expecting that PM code will be between these two, like whether it can be a 200 or 201. So if any one of this will get pass, because you don't know the actual one. So if it is 200 also, it will get pass. If it is 201 also, if you get the response code, it will get pass. Okay, so now you have written two function here inside same test. Okay, again you will be saving this one and you will be running this one. Okay, how many test case will get pass? Tell me, how many test case will get pass?
2.
Adil, you said
1.
2. Samsad?
2 test cases.
2. Who told 2?
1.
Me.
Sabah told 2. Sabas told 1. Samsad, how many test
1.
case will 1? How many you are going with 1?
1.
1.
1.
1. Sabaz 1. I think
I
most
also
of
1.
We have written 2 test cases.
yeah, I have written 2 test. If I just move my this one to here, I have written 2 test case. Okay, I have written means 2. It's not a test case. It's just a validation code I have written inside the test. How
But
many
we are
test case?
using get HTTP method, so it will be 1, I think.
It will be 1. Most of that you are telling 1. Faizan, what's your opinion? Faizan, what's your opinion? I think he's not there. I think he's not there. Okay.
एक ही होगा ना भाई?
Most of them are you telling 1. Let me go through again this code. Why you are saying if I am wrong? Okay. हिंदी तो सबको प्रॉपर समझ में आता ही होगा, करेक्ट?
हाँ.
अगर हम इस पहले वाले को पढ़ें, देखो ये हम एक बार बता रहे हैं जस्ट बिकॉज क्योंकि तुमको कोड लिखना बहुत इजी हो जाए, ठीक है? कोड को रटेंगे तो मजा नहीं आएगा, कोड को अगर कहानी बना के लिखेंगे तो मजा आएगा, ठीक है? तो मैं फिर से एक बार कोड को तुम्हारे लिए पढ़ता हूं। अगर हम लोग बेसिकली कुछ करते हैं तो हम क्या बोलते हैं? अगर घर पे होते हैं, मॉम खाना दो, तो क्या होता है उसी ये क्या है? अभी तुम पोस्टमैन कर रहे हो तो पोस्टमैन टेस्ट करो, फिर तुम बताते हो कि खाना में क्या खाना है। तो खाना में हमको खाना है भाई बिरयानी, आज खाना है, संडे है। तो तुमने यहाँ पे बिरयानी की जगह तुम कुछ भी डिमांड कर सकते हो, जिसको जो अपना फेवरेट है। तो वो क्या होता है? डिस्क्रिप्शन, दैट कैन बी एनीथिंग। तो हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टेटस कोड के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो स्टेटस कोड लिख दिए। अब बात आता है फंक्शन, कि भाई फंक्शन बिरयानी बैठे बैठे थोड़े मिल जाएगा, बिरयानी बैठे बैठे थोड़े मिल जाएगा। अब तुमको बोलेगी मम्मी कि देखो भाई चिकन तो नहीं है, चलो चिकन वगैरह लेके आओ, थोड़ा देर में बनेगा तब मिलेगा, ठीक है? तो उसमें क्या था कि कुछ काम करना होगा, ठीक है? तो अब कुछ काम करोगे तब उसके बदले तुमको कुछ मिलेगा, ठीक है? तो तुमने जो डिमांड किया तो तुमने एक फंक्शन लिख दिया। फंक्शन मीन्स टू डू समथिंग। आई एम टेलिंग यू एवरी टाइम फंक्शन यू हैव टू राइट। जैसे तुम फंक्शन लिखे और ये उसका क्या बोलते हैं सिंबल दिए, तो फिर तुमको यहाँ बताना होगा। तो अब तुम्हारा चिकन लाना काम था, तुमको उम्मीद था कि चिकन बिरयानी बनेगा, ठीक है? तो तुमको क्या उम्मीद था? चिकन बिरयानी, क्योंकि तुम चिकन लाए हो तो चिकन बिरयानी बनेगा। तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? तो तुम मम्मी से पूछे कि अब तुम यहाँ क्या होता, फिर मम्मी से तुम बोले कि चिकन बिरयानी बन गया है क्या, मतलब रेडी है क्या, इस तरह से होता है। तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे तुम क्या कर रहे हो? तुम पोस्टमैन के बोल रहे हो कि पोस्टमैन जो रिस्पॉन्स जो है, रिस्पॉन्स जो चलने के बाद जो रिस्पॉन्स है, टू हैव स्टेटस, क्या वो स्टेटस 200 है कि नहीं, ठीक है? वैसे ही तुम पूछते हो मम्मी से क्या जो हम ला के दिए उसका बदली में चिकन बिरयानी रेडी है कि नहीं। तो इस तरह से कोड लिखा जाता है। कुछ भी ऐसा है जो तुमको समझ में ना आ रहा हो टिल नाउ? एनीवन को रिलेट कर पा रहे हो ना चीज को, कैसे तुमको कोड लिखना है? आई नो कि सबका अलग अलग होगा, स्टार्टिंग में तुम्हें कम से कम 2 बार 3 बार अपने से लिखना होगा, बट समझ में आ जाएगा कि कोई कोड बड़ा नहीं है, जस्ट अ लैंग्वेज। देखो एक इंग्लिश का एक वर्ड लिखा हुआ नॉर्मल सा, ठीक है? वैसे ही अगर तुम सेकेंड वाले में जाओ, सेकेंड वाले में भी वही है कि पीएम एक टेस्ट करो, सक्सेसफुल मैसेज का तुम गेट का चेक करो, ठीक है? अब तुम लिखे फंक्शन, ठीक है? फंक्शन लिखे मतलब हम अंदर में क्या करना है। तो अब तुम क्या बोल रहे हो कि पीएम एक्सपेक्ट, पीएम जो है एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है, मतलब अब तुम्हारी उल्टा मम्मी ये तुमसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है कि अब तुम मटन लाओगे या चिकन लाओगे। अब बात समझना, ठीक है? बिरयानी तो बनेगा बनेगा भाई, आज संडे है, बिरयानी तो बनना ही बनना है। अब टोटली डिपेंड कर गया तुम्हारे ऊपर कि तुम को मम्मी बोली हम बना देंगे, अब इट्स अप टू यू, बट तुम कंफ्यूज हो कि हम आज चिकन बिरयानी खाएं या मटन बिरयानी खाएं, करेक्ट? जब तुम कंफ्यूज हो तो तुम्हें पता नहीं है, ठीक है? ना तुम्हारी मम्मी को पता है कि कौन सा बिरयानी बनेगा, बट वी नो कि आज तो बिरयानी बनेगा। तो जब कंफ्यूजन होगा तो क्या होता है? एक उम्मीद लगता है, ठीक है? तो वो उम्मीद ही है कि हम एक उम्मीद कर रहे हैं। तो अब क्या हुआ, जब तुम उम्मीद किए और उम्मीद में तुम फिर देखे पीएम रिस्पॉन्स, ठीक है, फिर अब क्या होता है, मम्मी फिर चेक करती है कि तुम लाए क्या, तुम लाए क्या। तो वही हो रहा है कि पीएम रिस्पॉन्स कोड जो आया है, जो पीएम रिस्पॉन्स कोड आया है, तो अब तो आ चुका है घर में, तुम लेके आ गए हो अभी भी, लेकिन मम्मी तुम्हारी कंफ्यूज है क्या लेके आई है। अब क्या है, या तो उसमें से क्या होगा, या तो मटन होगा या तो चिकन होगा। तो क्या लिखा है, टू बी वन ऑफ, मतलब उनमें से कोई एक, टू बी वन ऑफ, या तो 200 या तो 201, क्योंकि तुम कंफ्यूज हो अभी आदिल कि भाई मेरा स्टेटस कोड क्या आएगा, हम गेट कर रहे हैं कहीं ये 200 होगा या 201 होगा, तुम कंफ्यूज हो। तो अगर दोनों में से कोई भी एक आ जाएगा, मार्क माई पॉइंट, अगर 200 आ जाएगा तो भी हम खुश हैं, आज तो बिरयानी बनेगा, चाहे 201 आए मतलब मटन आए तो भी आज बिरयानी बनेगा ही बनेगा। अब बताओ कितना टेस्ट केस पास होगा।
2।
कौन कौन बोल रहा था 1? 1 कितना होगा अब?
2।
शकील कितना पास करेगा अब?
अब तो 2 करना चाहिए।
अरे मेरा भाई अभी तो तुम 1 बोल रहा था।
1 होगा, या तो मटन होगा तो चिकन होगा।
हाँ लेकिन खाओगे तो बिरयानी ही ना।
हाँ बिरयानी नहीं खाएंगे।
दो बार
बिरयानी
खा
ही
लेंगे।
एक ही
खाओगे।
के टेस्ट होगा ना,
हम्म।
एक ही होगा
एक
शायद show them that there are two functions, दो अलग फंक्शन है, तो
दो
फर्स्ट
अलग,
वाले का रिस्पॉन्स अलग आता है, सेकंड वाले का अलग आएगा, तब वो लोग समझेंगे। दे आर एक्चुअली अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि सिर्फ फर्स्ट सेकंड वाले की बात हो रही है।
ओके ओके ओके, तो यहाँ पे 2 फंक्शन लिखा है ना, तो ये अलग पास होगा, ये अलग पास होगा, ठीक है। तो कितना टेस्ट केस मेरा पास होगा, हम 2 टेस्ट केस लिखे हैं यहाँ पे, जो मैं 2 वैलिडेशन लिखा हूँ। पहला वैलिडेशन कि मेरा तो 200 होगा ही होगा, ठीक है, और उसके बाद लिखे हैं कि या तो 200 होगा या तो 100 होगा। तो मेरा टोटल कितना टेस्ट केस पास होगा?
2।
शमशाद क्लियर हो रहा है?
जी शायद भैया।
प्रॉब्लम हम समझ गए, ये तुम सोच रहे हो ये नहीं, ये देखो ये भी है, क्योंकि मैं एक टेस्ट केस ऑलरेडी लिखा हूं कि आज 200 मतलब चिकन बिरयानी, आज चिकन बिरयानी बनेगा, ये कंफर्म है। लेकिन फिर क्या हो गया, एक और टेस्ट केस में लिखा हूं जहां पे कि कंफ्यूजन है, बिरयानी तो बनेगा बट कंफ्यूजन क्या है कि आज चिकन बनेगा या मटन बनेगा, लेकिन बनेगा तो जरूर। तो अब 2 अलग अलग टेस्ट केस है। तो ये तो कंफर्म बोल रहा है कि भाई आज चिकन बिरयानी बनेगा, और ये बोल रहा है कि चिकन बिरयानी बने या मटन बिरयानी बने, हमको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन बिरयानी बनना चाहिए। तो बनेगा, तो अगर चिकन आया मटन आया बनेगा, चाहे 200 हो या 100 201 हो, ठीक है, तो होगा काम। तो अब बताओ कितना है, 2 टेस्ट केस है मेरे पास, 2 वैलिडेशन पॉइंट है, तो क्या दोनों वैलिडेशन पॉइंट पास होगा या कोई एक पास होगा या दोनों का दोनों फेल हो जाएगा? शमशाद बताओ।
दोनों पास होगा।
दोनों पास होगा। तो अब हम इसको
दोनों
सेव
पास
करते हैं, सेव करते हैं, और अब हम इसको रन करते हैं। करेक्ट शमशाद, देखो दोनों का दोनों पास हुआ है। और क्या यहाँ पे लिखा है, सक्सेस गेट रिस्पॉन्स, ये वाला ही पास हो गया स्टेटस, क्योंकि यहाँ तो हम पहले ही देखो ये क्या करेगा, जब अगर अब हम बिरयानी को भूल जाएं, अब भूलो बिरयानी को, आते हैं एपीआई पे, तो हम क्या किए, हम एक एम्प्लॉय का डिटेल्स निकाल रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो देखो एम्प्लॉय का डिटेल्स तुमको यहाँ बॉडी में मिलता है, आई एम टेलिंग यू, बॉडी में तुम चेक कर सकते हो, देखो कितना सारा है, एक आईडी नंबर 1, आईडी नंबर 2, आईडी नंबर 3, 4, 5, ऐसे करके बहुत सारा तुमको, क्योंकि तुम्हारा गेट का मतलब क्या था कि सर्वर से हमको पूरा का पूरा एम्प्लॉय का डेटा दो, ठीक है। तो वो तुमको सारा का सारा एम्प्लॉय का डेटा जो भी अवेलेबल था तुमको दे दिया, देखो बॉडी में तुमको दिख रहा है 16, 17, 20, 21, 22 सब भरा हुआ है, ठीक है। बट अब क्या था, हमको एनी हाउ जब हम लोग गेट करेंगे तो 200 तो हमको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा स्टेटस कोड, ठीक है। तो हमको पता है, तो हमको जब पता है तो हम एक में लिख दिए कि 200, बट हो सकता है बहुत लोग कंफ्यूज हैं, अरे भाई क्या होगा, 200 भी हो सकता है, 201 होगा, तो हम ये एक नया एक कोड लिख दिए। अब दोनों चलाएं तो इसमें तो लिख ही दिए हैं, या तो 200 हो या तो 100 हो, हम सही हैं, हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं या तो 200 हो या तो 100 हो। तो तुम उम्मीद में से कोई एक भी आएगा तो तुम सही हो, तो तुम 200 आ गया, सही हो गया। अब अगर हम इसी उम्मीद को तोड़ दें और 202, चलो 204 हम लोग हमेशा देखते हैं, 204 और 201 कर दें इसको, ठीक है, कि हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि जब ये गेट रिक्वेस्ट चले तो मेरा जो रिस्पॉन्स कोड हो या तो 204 हो या 201 हो, ठीक है। ये मेरा एक वैलिडेशन है, और ऊपर वाला वैलिडेशन एक है कि जब ये मेरा कोड मतलब चले और उसका जो रिस्पॉन्स कोड हमको मिले 200 मिले। अब बताओ कितना पास होगा? एक पास, क्योंकि क्योंकि मेरा ये वाला तो सही बोल रहा है कि हम अगर गेट करेंगे तो 200, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो हम उम्मीद लगाए हैं, हम उम्मीद ही गलत लगा के बैठ गए हैं। आज मेरा उम्मीद था कुछ और, बिरयानी बनने का, लेकिन भाई कहानी कुछ और हो गया, ठीक है। तो अब क्या है कि यहाँ उम्मीद तो एक भी मैच नहीं कर रहा है, कोई एक तो वन ऑफ लिखा है ना, कोई एक मैच करना चाहिए, तो यहाँ तो वो भी मैच नहीं कर रहा। तो अब हम जहाँ इसको सेंड करेंगे, एक फेल हो जाएगा, एक पास होगा। देखो यहाँ पे टेस्ट रिजल्ट पे अगर हम क्लिक करें तो पहला वाला पास हो गया, दूसरा वाला फेल हो गया, और रीजन लिख रहा है असर्शन एरर एक्सपेक्टेड 200। हमको उम्मीद था कि 200 आएगा, लेकिन आया क्या, सॉरी एक्सपेक्टेड हमको आना चाहिए था, मतलब ठीक है, लेकिन आया है मेरा 200, और इसमें से हमको उम्मीद क्या था कि 204 201, तो 204 और 201 मेरा उम्मीद फेल हो गया, क्योंकि मेरा आना तो चाहिए था 200। तो ये हुआ इसका रीजन, ठीक है। चलो और जल्दी जल्दी इसमें ऐड करते हैं, ठीक है। बहुत तरह का तुम इसमें ऐड कर सकते हो, ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ वैलिडेशन, बहुत सारा है। जो कॉमन वैलिडेशन है तुमको बता देते हैं। ये क्या बोल रहा है, कौन इसको एक्सप्लेन करेगा? शकील एक्सप्लेन करोगे क्या लास्ट वाले कोड को? शकील, एनीवन कैन ट्राई।
हाँ हाँ हेलो हेलो।
हाँ हाँ बोलो शकील, क्या है ये जो मैंने लास्ट कोड अभी लिखा है, ठीक है, एक्सप्लेन कर पाओगे?
ये बोलता है पोस्टमैन को जाके टेस्ट करो, स्टेटस कोड जो है
हाँ
वो स्ट्रिंग नेम का है, फंक्शन जाता है टेस्ट करने के लिए और कहता है हमें रिस्पॉन्स दो, स्टेटस जो हमारा क्रिएटेड हुआ है, क्रिएटेड हो चुका है।
क्रिएटेड हुआ, ठीक है। अभी एक एक चीज देखना, अगर हम लोग जब इसको चलाते हैं, ठीक है, जब हम लोग इसको चलाते हैं तो हमारे स्टेटस कोड एक्चुअल में क्या आता है? पढ़ो तो
200
क्या आता है? 200 और क्या लिखा है बगल में?
फॉर सक्सेसफुल एचटीटीपी।
नहीं नहीं वो नहीं, 200 और क्या लिखा है उसके बगल में?
200 ओके।
ओके। क्रिएटेड कब आता है? जब हम लोग पोस्ट करते हैं, कुछ क्रिएट करते हैं 01 में। तो अभी तो मेरा क्या है, अभी मेरा एक्चुअल में क्या है कि भाई अभी जो मेरा स्ट्रिंग मिलेगा 200 तो स्टेटस कोड है, और वो एक बोल रहा है कि 200 मतलब ओके, नहीं बोलते हैं 201 मतलब क्रिएटेड। तो वैसे ही एक उसका एक स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू है, स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू है, ठीक है, कि मतलब 200 का मतलब क्या है, तो 200 का मतलब है ओके। तो तुम यहाँ पे अगर क्रिएटेड चलाओगे तो ये पास करेगा या फेल करेगा? क्योंकि तुमको लगा कि यहाँ क्रिएटेड होना चाहिए, तो तुमने क्रिएटेड लिख दिया कि मेरा जो रिस्पॉन्स जो हमको मिलेगा स्टेटस में वो स्ट्रिंग में क्रिएटेड होना चाहिए। तो सही है या गलत है?
मे भी यहाँ पे कोड होना चाहिए था 20।
गलत है, तो यहाँ क्या होना चाहिए?
कोड होगा,
क्या होगा?
कोड
ओके
होगा,
होना चाहिए।
ओके होना चाहिए, ओके होना चाहिए, क्योंकि तुम यहाँ देख रहे हो कि 200 का मतलब ही यहाँ बोल रहा है ओके, मतलब इसका स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू, मतलब 200 का स्ट्रिंग में अगर हम बोले 200 तो क्या न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू है, उसका एक कोड को अगर हम उसको कन्वर्ट करते हैं स्ट्रिंग में तो उसका मतलब होता है ओके। तो यहाँ ओके होना चाहिए, ठीक है। अब हम सेव करते हैं, तो अब हमारे पास कितना नंबर ऑफ वैलिडेशन है, टोटल कितना वैलिडेशन है?
3 नंबर ऑफ वैलिडेशन है, इसमें 2 पास करेगा,
जिसमें 2 पास करेगा, करेक्ट, क्योंकि पहला वाला 200 तो मिलेगा, दूसरा वाला मेरा वो जो हम उम्मीद लगाए हैं कि भाई या तो 400 हो या तो 200 हो, तो ये तो उम्मीद के खड़े उतरेगा ही नहीं, क्योंकि हम जब भी गेट करेंगे मिलेगा 200, तो ये तो फेल होना ही होना है। और लास्ट वाला में हम उम्मीद किए हैं कि जो उसका स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू मिलेगा, जो कोड का स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू होगा वो ओके होगा। तो सच में ये ओके होगा ही अगर हम यहाँ पे पढ़ लें तो, क्योंकि हमको पता होगा डिस्क्रिप्शन मेरे पास पहले से रहेगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमको सब रटना होगा। डिस्क्रिप्शन भी रहता है और थोड़ा अपने प्रैक्टिस करने से पता हो जाता है। अगर अब हम इसको रन करेंगे तो हमारा 2 पास और 1 फेल होना चाहिए। ठीक है, दिख रहा है?
हाँ
समझ में आ गया? शकील, जावा
हाँ
इजी है कि जावा स्क्रिप्ट इजी है?
जावा, मुझे तो लगता है जावा।
जा, ये अच्छा नहीं लगा, ये तो अपना अपना ही भाषा में बात कर रहा है।
ये तो समझाने के लिए इंस्टीट्यूट की तरह बताया जा रहा है।
चलो ठीक है, अभी तक तो हम लोग समझ गए स्टेटस कोड के बारे में। ठीक है, तो ये हम लोग स्टेटस कोड के बारे में। अब हम लोग नेक्स्ट जाते हैं। आई थिंक वी आर लेफ्ट विथ 15 मिनट्स एंड मैं तुम्हें और भी आगे का दिखाता हूँ। सॉरी। ठीक है, अब हम लोग हेडर का वैलिडेशन करेंगे। हेडर मीन्स क्या, मतलब क्या होता है ना, हेड वो क्या कंटेन करता है। हेडर वहां पे बहुत सारा कुछ कुछ दिया रहता है। ठीक है, तो हम तुम्हें यहाँ पे देखो क्या क्या मिलता है। हमने अभी क्या क्या देखा, स्टेटस कोड को कर लिया है, फिर हम अभी हेडर का बात कर रहे हैं, फिर कुकीज होता है, फिर बॉडी होता है जो हमें मिलता है। क्योंकि अगर तुम देखोगे, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, अरे यार वो वेबसाइट भेजे उसका कुकीज स्टोर हो गया है, बार बार ये होता है, कुकीज वर्ड सुने हैं। ठीक है, तो कुकीज का भी, क्योंकि तुम अगर किसी वेबसाइट पे काम कर रहे हो तो उसका कुकीज बनता है ना, तो वो कुकीज है। फिर तुम्हारा हेडर होता है कि मतलब वो उसका मतलब फॉर्मेट क्या है, उसका भेजने का कंटेंट कैसा है, ठीक है, कौन सा उसका फॉर्मेट है, वो सब भी इसमें आता है। ठीक है, तो अब क्या है, अब हम लोग मोस्टली क्या चेक करते हैं, देखो कंपनी टू कंपनी बहुत सारा रिक्वायरमेंट आएगा, बट इसमें ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है। तुम जितना भी काम करोगे मोस्टली इसमें से देखो इतना सारा है, डेट, सर्वर, कंटेंट टाइप, बहुत सारा चीजें तुम इसमें चेक कर सकते हो। ठीक है, बहुत सारा फील्ड है, कुछ भी वैलिडेट कर सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं है कि जो हम बताएंगे उसी को, तो ठीक है, तुम अपना कुछ भी वैलिडेट कर सकते हो मोस्टली। लेकिन जिस पे फोकस किया जाता है वो है कंटेंट टाइप, जो हम कंटेंट जा रहा है या आ रहा है, ठीक है, वो कैसा है, वो कैसा है, वो कौन सा टाइप का है। तो देखो अगर हम यहाँ पे चेक करें तो हमारा कंटेंट टाइप क्या है, एप्लीकेशन फॉरवर्ड स्लैश जेसन। ठीक है, तो इसका वैल्यू ये है। तो अगर हमको इसका टेस्ट करना, अब हम अगर हम अकेले अकेले करें, 1 बाय 1 करें, तो तुमको बार बार रन करना होगा, फिर हेडर पे क्लिक करके आओगे, फिर चेक करोगे भाई कंटेंट टाइप इसका क्या है, तो तुम तो पागल हो जाओगे अगर 10,000 टेस्ट केस रहा तो। करेक्ट, तो इट्स बेटर कि हम लोग अपना कोड लिख दें, वो रन करेगा और उसको मिलेगा तो पास करेगा, वरना फेल करेगा। करेक्ट, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, कंटेंट टाइप ये करेंगे। तो अब कंटेंट टाइप कैसे देखेंगे, ठीक है, हेडर को हम कैसे चेक करेंगे। ठीक है, तो हेडर को कैसे चेक करेंगे, उसके लिए बस एक बेसिक सा फिर से वही कोड लिखा जाता है। ठीक है, यही हम लिख देते हैं pm.test, pm टेस्ट करो। फिर यहाँ पे लिखना होगा तुमको जो भी तुम्हारा ये होगा। चलो इसका क्या करना है, वैलिडेट हो जाएगा तुम्हारा, वैलिडेट तुम्हारा, इसका लिख लो हेडर, वैलिडेट हेडर। ठीक है, तुम हेडर वैलिडेट कर रहे हो, उसके बाद हम बोले बाहर निकले कॉमा देके, फिर तुमको फंक्शन लिखना होगा कि इससे पता चले कि फंक्शन क्या है। ठीक है, फंक्शन लिखोगे, फंक्शन का तुमको सिंबल दे देना है, उसके बाद कर्ली ब्रेसेस और फिर एंटर, तो क्या होगा वो सेपरेट। अब इसके बीच में तुमको लिखना है, तो तुम्हारा क्या है, तुम्हारा उम्मीद क्या है, अब तुम्हारा उम्मीद क्या है। ठीक है, तुम्हारा उम्मीद क्या है कि तुम्हारा कंटेंट टाइप जो होगा वो तुमको एप्लीकेशन फॉरवर्ड स्लैश जेसन, इफ यू कैन सी हियर, कंटेंट जो होना चाहिए वो हमको मिलना चाहिए एप्लीकेशन जेसन। ये सब तुमको मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूं कि तुम्हें ऑलरेडी पता होगा या फिर तुमको डिस्क्राइब कर दिया जाएगा। ठीक है, तब तुम उसके हिसाब से ही अपना वैल्यू सेट करोगे। ठीक है, तो अभी हम क्या कर दिए, हम लोग यहां तक लिख दिए। अब हमें लिखना है कि क्या होगा, तो pm डॉट, सॉरी, नाउ वी आर मूविंग, pm डॉट, फिर क्या करेंगे, एक्सपेक्ट, हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं क्या, देन pm डॉट रेस्पॉन्स, क्योंकि ये सब रेस्पॉन्स में आया है, रेस्पॉन्स डॉट हेडर ओके, डॉट गेट। अब हम हेडर को पहले गेट करेंगे क्योंकि मेरे रिस्पॉन्स में हेडर क्या आया मुझे तो पहले उसको लेना होगा ना, और वो कौन सा हेडर। यहाँ तो बहुत सारा हेडर आया है, डेट आया है, सर्वर आया है, तुमको दिख रहा है ना। एवरीवन कैन सी लाइक व्हाट आर द हेडर्स वी हैव गॉट आफ्टर लाइक व्हेन वी रन ऑल दिस, व्हेन वी रन दिस गेट रिक्वेस्ट।
यस यस।
व्हाई वी आर राइटिंग दिस वन? पोस्टमैन एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है कि जो पोस्टमैन को जो रिस्पॉन्स मिला है उसमें हेडर जो है, अब हेडर जो है गेट करेगा कौन सा, लाइक हेडर वी हैव डेट सर्वर कंटेंट टाइप कंटेंट लेंथ, देखो हर चीज है, एक्स रेट लिमिट, यहाँ कौन सा, तो वहां तुमको बताना होगा गेट क्या, यहाँ पे लिखना
कंटेंट।
होगा कंटेंट टाइप, और वो एकदम एग्जैक्टली सेम होना चाहिए स्पेलिंग। अगर स्पेलिंग थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर हुआ तो वो नहीं होगा, ठीक है। ठीक है, कंटेंट टाइप, कंटेंट टाइप तुम पूछ लिए कि हमको कंटेंट टाइप का होना चाहिए। अब कंटेंट टाइप का तुमको करना है टू,
इसको सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमा में लिखना है क्या?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, टू डॉट इक्वल्स, किसके इक्वल्स होना चाहिए?
जेसन एप्लीकेशन।
सॉरी, टू डॉट इक्वल्स, ठीक है। अब बताओ वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए, वैल्यू क्या होना चाहिए?
एप्लीकेशन एप्लीकेशन स्लैश जेसन
एप्लीकेशन, एप्लीकेशन फॉरवर्ड स्लैश जेसन।
जेसन।
बस ये कोड मेरा तैयार है। क्या लिखा है, यही बताया गया कि जो हमको रिस्पांस मिला है पोस्टमैन को, उसका जो हेडर में पहले गेट क्या करना है, गेट कौन सा गेट करोगे वैल्यू, तो हमको कंटेंट टाइप का वैल्यू उठाना है। तो यहाँ से वो उठा के अपने पास रख चुका है कि मेरा आके इसको क्या मिलेगा, हो सकता है यहाँ एक्स वाई जेड आया होगा तो इसके पास एक्स वाई जेड आके रखा हुआ है। फिर तुम उसको कंपेयर कर रहे हो, डॉट इक्वल्स, जो यहाँ एक्स वाई जेड आया है क्या ये एक्स वाई जेड की इक्वल है, तो फॉल्स हो जाएगा। लेकिन अगर ये सही में उठाया है वैल्यू तो क्या उठाया होगा, एप्लीकेशन जेसन उठाया होगा। तो एप्लीकेशन जेसन डॉट इक्वल्स एप्लीकेशन जेसन, अगर ये सही है तो पास करेगा वरना फेल करेगा। करेक्ट, चला के देखा जाए। फेल हो गया, फेल हो गया। रिस्पॉन्स डॉट हेडर गेट्स इज नॉट इक्वल अ फंक्शन। आई थिंक कोड में मेरा कुछ गलती हुआ है।
ए कैपिटल लेटर में था क्या? ए कैपिटल लेटर में था मेरे।
एक मिनट, ए कैपिटल में नहीं है, जस्ट लेट मी चेक।
शाहिद,
या
एप्लीकेशन स्लैश जेसन के बाद डबल ब्रैकेट दे दिया आई थिंक।
हाँ, आई थिंक कुछ कोड में मिस्टेक हुआ है। ये इसका ब्रैकेट बंद हुआ, ठीक है। उम्मीद है अब तो चलना चाहिए, ऐसा तो कुछ है नहीं। डॉट इक्वल समथिंग कहीं मिस हो रहा है। ओके, लेट मी कॉपी दिस वन। कोई ब्रैकेट या फिर समथिंग कुछ मिस हो रहा है।
जेसन के बाद डबल ब्रैकेट है, वहाँ सिंगल था जो आप ये तो एप्लीकेशन स्लैश जेसन।
नहीं, यहाँ
बस
पर डबल ही होगा।
वो मैं डबल ब्रैकेट था मे बी, हाँ वहाँ एक डबल ब्रैकेट
वो
था, ठीक है।
कंटेंट टाइप के बाद डबल ब्रैकेट होता है। हाँ
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक है। तो ये क्या हुआ, अब अगर इसको हम देखें तो पीएम एक्सपेक्ट ये कर रहा है क्या कि जो रिस्पॉन्स आए उसमें जो हेडर है, हेडर में का कौन सा वैल्यू उठाना है, तो कंटेंट टाइप का तुम वैल्यू उठा के रख लो और फिर कंपेयर करो कि वो डॉट इक्वल्स एप्लीकेशन जेसन के बराबर है या नहीं। अगर होगा तो पास वरना फेल। सो दिस टाइम इफ यू रन इट विल गेट पास। चारों का चारों फेल हो गया क्योंकि टू मेनी रिक्वेस्ट, सॉरी, क्योंकि ये तो फेक एपीआई है, ठीक है। तो फेक एपीआई में एक लिमिटेशन होता है 1D का, ठीक है। तो मेरा शायद क्रॉस हो गया है, हिट मैंने बहुत कर लिया है। अगर कोई अपने
साइड ट्राई मल्टीपल टाइम्स हो जाता है।
हाँ ये कभी कभी
2-3
फिर
बार
होता
ट्राई
है।
करो, हो जाएगा।
हाँ कुछ डिस्टर्ब होगा, अब
आ
मुश्किल
गया,
है।
आ गया, शायद आ गया है। तुम
आया आया,
फेल्ड
हाँ
में
हाँ हाँ,
जस्ट गो टू द ऑल, गो टू ऑल।
अब आ गया। चलो अब तुम देखो यहाँ पे कंटेंट टाइप हेडर ये हो गया, ठीक है। तो ये अब पास हो गया। अगर हम इसी में कुछ भी चेंजेस कर दें, कुछ भी, अभी जेसन का जे छोटा था ना, चलो इसको बड़ा कर देते हैं। अब क्या लगता है पास होना चाहिए?
नहीं
नहीं
नो
नो। अरे यार ये टू मेनी, अब आज का हो गया इसका ड्रामा। चलो कोई नहीं, इसका देखते हैं, कोई और में भी ट्राई कर सकते हैं। का दिक्कत यही है यहाँ पे, कंट्रोल सी, डे 1 वाले एपीआई में ट्राई करते हैं। पास हुआ कि फेल हो गया?
फेल हो गया।
अगर अब इसी को जे को छोटा कर दें,
पास हो जाएगा।
पास हो जाएगा। तो ये इसमें आ ही नहीं रहा, मतलब इसका हेडर कुछ और है। देखो इसका कंटेंट टाइप क्या है, एप्लीकेशन जेसन, फिर ये सेमीकोलन देके, तो ये अगर हम पूरा कॉपी करेंगे तब ये पास होगा।
अच्छा, हम उसको पार्सली नहीं लिख सकते हैं क्या, पूरा ही लिखना पड़ेगा?
पूरा लिखना होगा ना, इक्वल्स लगा रहे हो।
अच्छा, नहीं मतलब ऐसा कोई मेथड नहीं है जिसमें हम उसको पार्सली लिख सकते हैं?
नहीं पार्सली का नहीं है, क्योंकि तुमको एग्जैक्टली चेक करना है। तो एग्जैक्टली चेक करना है, तो अभी क्या था, मेरा फेल होने का रीजन अब पता चल चुका है। मैं बोला ना कि हमेशा अलग अलग आ सकता है, तो वो तुमको डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ रहेगा। अब इस बार ये पास होना चाहिए। देखो मेरा रिजल्ट पास हो गया, क्योंकि वो एग्जैक्टली सेम उसको मिल चुका है, ठीक है।
अब शायद अगर जे कैपिटल हो,
फेल हो जाएगा, फेल हो जाएगा, केस सेंसिटिव है ना, जो हमको चाहिए और हम इक्वल्स लगाए हैं, और इक्वल्स मतलब एग्जैक्टली सेम होना चाहिए। दिख रहा है, फेल हो गया, ये खुद लिख
हाँ
रहा
हाँ,
है, ठीक है। और अब नेक्स्ट क्या है, हेडर हो चुका है। देखो कुकीज क्या होता है कि कुकीज बहुत जगह जनरेट होता नहीं है, ठीक है। तो देखो इसमें भी कुकीज जनरेट नहीं हुआ है। तो कोई कोई एपीआई है जिसमें कुकीज जनरेट होता है, ठीक है। अगर अपने इंडस्ट्री में काम करेंगे तो कुकीज जनरेट होता है, ठीक है। बहुत जगह कुकीज जनरेट नहीं होता है, बट उसके लिए हम फिर भी कोड बता देते हैं। अगर कुकीज को चेक करना है, ठीक है, तो कुकीज का वैलिडेशन कुछ नहीं है, ये तुम्हारा नॉर्मल सा होता है, ठीक है। वो तुमको सब सारा डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ रहेगा, लाइक यू विल बी हैविंग ऑल द डिस्क्रिप्शन। इफ यू वांट टू चेक द कुकीज, तो वो पता होगा लाइक व्हाट विल बी योर कुकीज, okay, then the value of that particular cookies. So if you want to just see like cookies, because cookies are not being able to generate here, so ये पास करना फेल करना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा चेक करना, ठीक है। तो अब क्या है, कुकीज में भी सेम होता है, pm डॉट टेस्ट कुकीज लैंग्वेज। तो कुकीज में यू विल गेट लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग, ओके। देन फंक्शन pm डॉट एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि pm कुकीज, जो पोस्टमैन का कुकीज है, डॉट गेट लैंग, ओके। उसका जो लैंग्वेज, उसमें से जो लैंग्वेज है वो क्या, इक्वल टू en-gb। अगर वो होगा, कुकीज जनरेट हो रहा है एंड कुकीज ये है, तो वो पास करेगा। अगर कुकीज है ही नहीं तो कोई मीन नहीं हो। बट कुकीज का बस देखो लिखने का तरीका इज सेम एज हेडर ओनली, सेम एज अदर ऑल्सो। तो कुकीज जहां जनरेट होगा, यू कैन जस्ट चेक फॉर दिस वन, क्योंकि जब जैसे यहाँ पे हेडर दिख रहा है तो 17 हेडर्स है, रिजल्ट है, वहां कुकीज होगा तो कुकीज का भी यहाँ पे एक आ जाएगा, हाउ मेनी कुकीज आर जनरेटेड, उसका नाम, उसका बहुत सारा कुकीज में कितना मेमोरी है, क्या है नहीं है, तो वो उस तरह से लिखा जाएगा किस लैंग्वेज में कुकी। तो तुम वहां पे उसका टेस्टिंग कर सकते हो, ओके। so this is the cookies validation code, how you will write same pm dot expect pm dot cookies, and all these things are also available in the internet. You will just search how to validate cookies, you will be getting। अब क्या है उसमें चेंज क्या करना होगा, तुमको लैंग्वेज करना है then you will be just validating using language. If you want to just validate like memory of that cookies या कुछ ऐसा नाम, देन वहां पे तुमको गेट कौन सा करना है कि वहां पे पास करना होगा। तुमको लैंग्वेज का करना है, देन यू विल पास लैंग्वेज। अगर तुमको लैंग्वेज नहीं, मान लो सर्वर का कुकीज का नाम क्या है, देन यू विल राइट सर्वर्स कुकीज नेम, और क्या होगा उसका वैल्यू, यू जस्ट नीड टू पास हियर एंड यू विल रन। एनी डाउट टिल नाउ, because we are running out of time and I'm just left with one topic. Any doubt till now, guys?
No.
Okay, now we are moving to the last topic. ठीक है, ये हमारा कौन सा वैलिडेशन होगा, एक वैलिडेशन जो हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास से स्टार्ट करेंगे, बिकॉज ये तुमको सीखना और प्रैक्टिस करना बहुत जरूरी है, इसीलिए हम लोग एंड यहाँ पे करेंगे। जस्ट लेट मी कंप्लीट द लास्ट टॉपिक। क्या, we have completed the cookies, headers, status, and the last one response time out validation। ठीक है, response time validation, जो हम लोग response time कितना लगा, ठीक है, ओके। और हम लोग का जो response body है ये हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास से करेंगे, क्योंकि अभी you need lot of practice, you will be just going through JavaScript concept, then basic like एक दो परफॉर्म करोगे, लिखोगे बार बार स्टेटस को, हेडर का अलग अलग बहुत सारा है, तो जरूरी नहीं है बार बार कंटेंट टाइप अलग अलग उठा के टेस्ट करना, ठीक है। कुकीज अगर बाय चांस कोई एपीआई मिल गया तो उसको भी तुम प्रैक्टिस करना, और ये भी अब रिस्पांस टाइम भी हम लोग करेंगे। तो रिस्पांस टाइम में क्या करना है, देखो रिस्पांस टाइम इज वेरी इजी, ठीक है। रिस्पांस टाइम क्या होता है कि रिस्पांस टाइम कितना टाइम लगा उसको चलने में। तो अगर इफ यू वांट टू चेक लाइक विद इन दिस रिस्पांस टाइम वी आर गेटिंग द रिजल्ट और नॉट, मैं अभी डे 2 पे आ गया, ओके। इन द डे 2 सपोज ये फिर से चलेगा कि नहीं, फिर से टाइम लेगा, ओके, इट्स बेटर टू जस्ट वर्क हियर ओनली। तो ये क्या है, सपोज कि मुझे जब भी मैं चलाता हूं तो मुझे क्या क्या मिलता है, स्टेटस कोड मिलता है, एंड देन वी गेट द टाइम। सी यू कैन सी द टाइम, इट टुक लाइक 29 मिलीसेकंड। यू कैन सी दिस वन, एवरीवन कैन सी दिस मिलीसेकंड 29, ठीक है। ये एवरी टाइम दिस टाइम गेट चेंज, ओके। ऐसा नहीं है कि बार बार 29 होगा, ये वेरी करता है, ठीक है। इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन योर इंटरनेट, इट्स डिपेंड अपॉन द फाइल, एवरीथिंग, योर प्रोसेसर कितना फास्ट है, कैसे तुम्हारा नेट चल रहा है, एवरीथिंग। तो अब अभी देखो, अभी 29 था, अभी हम रन करेंगे, इट विल नॉट बी सेम। सी इट टुक 35, ओके, नाउ दिस टाइम इट टुक 35। अगर हम फिर से रन करेंगे हो सकता है कुछ और वैल्यू मिलेगा, 31। तो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम क्या वैरी करता है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा इंटरनेट का स्पीड, तुम्हारा प्रोसेसर, तुम्हारा कितना डेटा उसमें कंज्यूम कर रहा है इन द मीन्स ऑफ लाइक जेसन का वैल्यू, बॉडी कितना बड़ा है, तो हो सकता है लोड करने में टाइम दे रहा है, तो उसके हिसाब से ये टाइम तुमको। तो तुम क्या किए, तुमको टाइम चेक करना है। क्या चेक करना है, तुमको टाइम चेक करना है। तो तुमने क्या किया, रिस्पॉन्स टाइम, तो तुमने लिखा वही पीएम टेस्ट करो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम इज लेस देन, क्योंकि देखो तुमको पता नहीं होता है, व्हेन यू डोंट नो समथिंग यू नो कि हाँ इतना टाइम लग सकता है, या इससे ज्यादा लग सकता है, या इससे कम लग सकता है, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट कांस्टेंट कि जैसे 200 ही मिलेगा, 35 सेकेंड ही होगा, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है, इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड। तो जब कोई चीज फिक्स नहीं होता है तो तुम एक बोल सकते हो, अगर भाई हो सकता है 10 मिनट में वो आ सकता है, विद इन 10 मिनट्स ही कैन कम, और 10 मिनट से ज्यादा भी ले सकता है। तो वहां क्या होता है, तुम एक ज्यादा या कम का एग्जाम्पल देके वहां पे बताते हो, इतना उम्मीद है, तो वो उम्मीद ही यहाँ पे तुमको लिखना होगा। तो फिर क्या करते हो, फिर यहाँ पे होता है कि पीएम एक्सपेक्ट, पीएम उम्मीद करता है कि पीएम का जो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम है, पीएम रिस्पॉन्स और रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना, टू बी बिलो 200। तुम उम्मीद किए हो कि 200 के नीचे होगा, क्योंकि तुम्हें पता नहीं चला, कभी 35 कभी 40। तो चलो हम उतना समझ में आ रहा, तो हम इसको 50 रखते हैं, ठीक है। अगर 50 के अंदर आएगा,
क्या होगा, सेकंड
क्या
मतलब ये टाइम, मतलब हम किस में डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, मिली सेकंड, सेकंड में?
वो मिली सेकंड में, वो ऑलरेडी प्री डिफाइंड है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे टाइमिंग यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ, वो सिर्फ चेक कर रहा है कि कितना में आ रहा है,
ओके,
ठीक है। तो अब क्या तुमने मान लिया कि तुमने दे दिया है कि दैट टाइम विल बी विद इन बिलो 50 मिली सेकेंड में वो पास कर जाएगा, इससे ज्यादा वो टाइम नहीं लेगा, तुमको उम्मीद है, ठीक है। तो अगर वो उम्मीद के अंदर में क्या क्या आ सकता है, वो 49 भी हो सकता है, 40 भी हो सकता है, 41, 42, 43, अगर 31 भी आएगा या 1 सेकेंड में पास होगा तो भी ये स्क्रिप्ट चलना चाहिए, करेक्ट करेक्ट।
यस।
तो अगर हम इसको अभी रन करेंगे, तो अगर 50 के ये जो टाइम है, जो 30, 31, 35 आ रहा था, अगर वो 50 के नीचे ही आएगा तो मेरा पास होगा, अगर 50 के ऊपर चला गया तो फिर ये फेल हो जाएगा। तो अगर हम इसको ये सेंड पे क्लिक करते हैं और तुम यहाँ पे सॉरी ओके कंटेंट टाइप वाला ना, चलो इसको भी ठीक ही कर देते हैं। अगर हम इसको सेव करते हैं तो मेरा क्या है, सबसे पहले वो चेक करेगा कि कंटेंट टाइप मेरा जेसन कैर सेट UTF-8 होना चाहिए, और दूसरा क्या चेक करेगा कि जो मेरा जो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम है वो 50 से कम में होना चाहिए, तो तभी दोनों पास करेगा। ठीक, इस बार मेरा क्या था, रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना है, 28 ही है, विच इज बिलो 50, तो ये पास करेगा। और हेडर क्या है मेरा, हेडर तो वो तो सेम ही रहेगा, वन टाइम हेडर आता है, और हेडर मेरा ये है और ये विच इज एग्जैक्टली सिमिलर टू इट, तो ये भी है। तो इससे हम क्या क्या चेक कर सकते हैं, एवब भी तुम दे सकते हो, अगर तुमको पता नहीं है तुम बिलो भी दे सकते हो, एवब भी दे सकते हो कि हाँ भाई एवब इतना, तो एवब मान लो कि तुम्हारा मिनिमम मैक्सिमम तुम यहाँ पे सेव करोगे, 10 से ऊपर कितना में भी हो सकता है। तो ये तुम पे डिपेंड करता है कि व्हेन टू यूज एवब, व्हेन टू यूज बिलो, और तुम अपना चला दोगे। देखो दिस टाइम फिर अगेन वो 35 लिया, लेकिन हम क्या लिखे कि 10 से ऊपर जितना मिलेगा पास होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम एवब लिखे हैं। करेक्ट, करेक्ट एवरीवन, ठीक है। तो ये हुआ तुम्हारा वैलिडेशन, जो कि तुमको अब अपने ऊपर प्रैक्टिस करना है यूजिंग दिस कोड, ठीक है। स्टेटस का, हेडर का, कुकीज अगर तुम्हें मिल जाता है तो वेल एंड गुड, ठीक है, नहीं मिलेगा तो बस सेम ही है, बट यू विल बी गेटिंग द डिस्क्रिप्शन, वो तुमको वैल्यू चेंज करना होगा। हेडर्स का करोगे, अलग अलग तरह का हेडर्स है, कर सकते हो, ठीक है। डेट टाइम का तुम नहीं कर पाओगे, डेट टाइम क्या है कि वो बार बार चेंज होगा, तो तुमको पता नहीं है डेट टाइम क्या होगा, क्योंकि अभी करोगे इसके बाद नया डेट आ जाएगा, ठीक है। तुम जो फिक्स है वो तुम चेक कर सकते हो, जैसे कनेक्शन कीप अलाइव, तो ये तुम चेक कर सकते हो जो कनेक्शन आ रहा है वो कीप अलाइव है कि नहीं। यहाँ पे जो इसमें तुम्हारा लेंथ होगा, बहुत सारा कुछ रहता है, चेक कर लेना कि कंटेंट लेंथ होगा तो वो तुम चेक कर सकते हो, जो भी हो जो कांस्टेंट हो तुम उसको चेक कर सकते हो अलग अलग प्रैक्टिस के लिए। फिर तुम्हारा स्टेटस का कोड कभी 200 होगा, कभी 100 होगा, अलग अलग जो तुम परफॉर्म करोगे, मान लो पोस्ट करोगे, डिलीट करोगे, गेट करोगे, पुट करोगे, देन यू विल हैव डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेटस कोड, तुम अपना डिफरेंट स्टेटस कोड को वैलिडेट करोगे। और फिर उसके बाद तुम अपना टाइम को करोगे, कभी टाइम 200 लेस देन 200, लेस देन 100, less than 10, whatever you will feel like. So once you practice all these things, you have a long gap in between, just go through the basic of JavaScript. I'm telling you again, the variable and just function and nothing else, and not even depth like how to return, how to declare. You just need to understand how to write a variable, means how to store a variable, and how to write a function. That's all, nothing else apart from this. Baki, you will be like practicing all these things, get, post, put. I have given you this like URL for this new one. Here you can just go and practice from this one. You have different like getting all the record, getting using ID. Once you use ID, it means you will get a single employee. You can see here you have already to create. Once you create, you can use this concept. You can go in details like what is the JSON value you want to pass. See, it will give to create, okay. Then the method you will use post, then you can see the sample JSON, what is the body you are going to pass, that is name, salary, and age. So once you pass all these things, then how the result it will look, means in the response it will be coming in this way, okay, and you will be getting an ID. Now here this ID you can update, okay. Here this ID will be available, okay, it is not getting like destroyed after the use. So you can use this 25 ID to just change like whatever the ID you will get, like you get some suppose like 33, so you can use 33 ID to just modify, like use put, okay, to perform put using this dummy APIs, okay. Suppose if you want to perform put, that I was telling you, so you need to pass ID. So ID will be like 21. So now suppose you got, once you have created the post using post, you got 33. So remove it, remove this 21, and instead of 21 just write 33, and you can see like what you need to pass. Again you need to pass name, salary, and whatever, like you have given your age as 23, just make it to 25 and run. then you will be able to see, okay, it is working fine. But you need to change the ID, whatever the new ID you will get. Okay. Apart from that, what you have, last one, delete. So delete also, like suppose you want to delete whatever the record you have only created, like 33, ID number 33. So instead of 2, you can pass ID number 33. If it is, again, it will not work with 33, then you can use this same, okay, 21 and 22. But try to use whatever the new ID created value you will get. You might get 33, some might get 24, some might get 150. So try to use with that one and perform the validation in this, that I will get a status code this, the response time will be this, the cookies might generate this, okay, then the header type, content type, on all these things in the header validation. Now guys, tell me any doubt till now, because we have reached to our end the validation, and next we will be starting the body validation, that is the response body we are getting from the server. Any doubt till now?